Okay, hi, I'm Caitlin,
I'm Ian.
Hello.
and we're here to interview you today.
Okay.
So just introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Javon Sayed. I'm 20 years old.
Okay, so we know that you work for a startup, so like what exactly was your role in that startup?
So I was a senior data analyst. What I did is I analyzed these reports that were generated through our machine learning algorithm. These are then sent out to small to medium-sized businesses. Yeah, that's my role. I managed a small team of 3 students afterwards, though.
Okay.
How have the startups you've worked for primarily advertised or expanded?
Right. So once you get YC funding, basically through like social equity, brand equity, and so we would attend like networking events. We'd attend all these social events and get the word out there. We'd have booths pretty like rigorously, and yeah, basically. And I think once you achieve certain like critical mass, the name gets out there. People know who you are, and through that way, we kind of get a name for ourselves.
In the starting phases of your business or of the startup that you worked at, how effective were those tactics? So like boothing and etc.
Right, so they yielded pretty positive results. It took a bit, like the first few sort of attempts at it, it wasn't as effective just because we were unknown at the time. And so basically, once we received YC funding, people got to know who we were, and I suppose that's like the only reason people kind of use our service.
Should we ask anything about him as like a student?
Do you want to talk about like the NGO thing instead? I feel like that's more accurate. About like the students thing?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so do you want to...
So like what did I ask? Oh, how effective were your advertising tactics in the beginning phases of your business?
About the NGO?
Yeah.
Okay. So so basically I worked in Haiti as a teacher for math and English. We taught high school students primarily, and we basically advertised through establishing like brick and mortar locations and contacting schools directly. And the infrastructure there, the education infrastructure, is very broken and fragmented. And so basically we wanted to sort of expand their existing education system by creating these schools. And so it was after school, after actual school, they would come to these institutions and they would learn. I would teach them English and math to help expand their existing sort of education they got from like the regular schools.
Okay. So I don't know like how to like tie our
I know, that's what I'm trying. I'm like, how is this gonna?
Okay, we'll just ask you questions as a university student
Okay.
now. Okay.
Yeah.
So as a university student, like how did you find the adjustment? Like was it tough? Like yeah.
Sure. So in high school, I think we were all pretty over-informed, I suppose. Teachers really, I don't know, kind of got that into our heads. There were 2 things, I think, social and academic adjustment. Academically, it was not that different than high school, a bit different just in case, like in terms of like the like frequency, like the quantity of workload over a small amount of time. And socially, I think I had to be more involved because such a large school, like large number of students, and it's hard to kind of get your name out there, or like meet people. And so I attended a lot of social events, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, aside from that, I think it's been pretty pleasant.
In terms of like living alone, how are you finding that adjustment?
Sure. So aside from getting frequent calls from my parents, like very frequent calls from my parents, it's been wonderful. I mean, I've had a nice network of people on my residence, you two being both of them, members of this residence. It was great. I think my network is, being in an ROC is very beneficial because we have several social events that our Dawn hosts, and that way we can meet people and coordinate and socialize. So living alone has been a bit difficult because of lack of resources and like amount of time that I get to use those resources, like go grocery shopping, etc. But in terms of like my availability to like social events, it's increased since high school actually because it's just the quantity of social events and events available to us.
Okay. Yeah.
Are your parents like living near here, or?
Yeah, they live a half an hour away, so it's very, very close. But I rarely go home just because I have everything here. I mean, aside from them.
Yeah. So how often would you say your parents like either send you cash or like provide you with products that you find necessary?
Not that really, because I work for a startup, so I don't really, I get my revenue. I get income through that. Can we cut that part out? The revenue part?
Yeah.
It's stupid. Okay. And so, yeah, I don't think that often, aside from my toiletries and stuff, I don't really get much like tangible support from my parents.
Okay. Do you have any other questions? Like, I can't really think of anything else.
So we did like our idea was it's like a multi-chambered water bottle, and so we had to tie in things like in the rubric it said good follow-up questions, and so it was a good idea to like kind of tie in things like we tied in brand equity or sorry, brand loyalty, like how because like water bottles have very low brand loyalty. That's kind of what we're saying, and so basically what we did was we asked the interviewee, do you know how many like as a follow-up I said.